Hi, I'm Noreen. This is NC Woodworking. Welcome to the workshop. Hi. No. In today's video, I've decided to not take myself so seriously, basically. And all right, welcome back to the workshop. Now, in today's video, I've decided to do something that I've never done before. Firstly, not to take myself so seriously because, why not? Anyway, just over a year ago, I thought it would be kind of fun to learn how to cut dovetails by hand. I've not done dovetails with a router or by hand ever. So what better way to cut your first dovetails and then put them on YouTube for maybe 50 people to see them? Hopefully more. Anyway, let me get you in a bit closer and let's get into the video. Okay, now I've got you in a bit closer to the bench. I've got this scrap bit of oak. I've cut it in half and I've marked the face. Now, after watching a few Paul Sellers videos on dovetails, because I've decided that my pins will be 10 millimeters, around 10 millimeters. And my tails will be around 22 millimeters. Hopefully they'll look okay. Now, I said earlier, I'm not taking myself too seriously, but I will take cutting these very seriously. Anyway, from Amazon, I've purchased this dovetail marker. I can do 1 in 5, 1 in 6, 1 in 7, and 1 in 8 dovetails with this. I will drop a link into the pinned comment below. Not an affiliate link, just a link if you think this is handy. All right. Now, I just need to mark my tails first. Okay, now, fresh blade in the Stanley knife. I want to make sure I keep my tails as they are. So I'm going to use a square and the Stanley knife to just score a line at the top here. Just give me a reference line. I'm going to try and keep everything into the waist. So excuse me if my hand will actually block your view a little bit. Let's see if I can get you in a bit closer. There we go. Okay, now using my handy little jig, I've decided that I want to use the 1 in 6 side. I'm just going to draw them out at the moment in pencil. Let me see if I can do this in a way that you can see. I'm doing. Now, depending how long this is going to take me, this may not make it in the video, or I'm just going to speed everything up to keep the video fairly short. But we will see. Okay, now let's do the other side. Just so I can have a line to follow with the saw. Or not. We're going to find out together. Now, if you ever thought that a racing driver has a ton of excuses, you've obviously not met too many woodworkers. Okay, so I've marked my tails both sides. Now I'm just going to use the pin board, which is literally they're gonna fit together like sort of so. This will poke through this side. I'm going to hold it on this tail board I'm going to use my square. And the reason I drew the dovetails was so that I can mark only inside the lines, hopefully, so I don't have too many marks on the face. Now on the inside, it shouldn't matter too much. I'm just going to mark a line all the way across. Tails outside and inside. Now, I don't want to edit this from the minute I pick up the saw. So I may speed it up, but I will not make any cuts. So let's get cutting. Okay, see, these are definitely my first. I already messed it up. I should really be scribing these lines all the way around, because actually I'm cutting the pins to keep my tails. So let's do that. Something is not perfectly square. I'm already running into a bit of a problem. I told you I have tons of excuses lined up. As I said a minute ago, once I start cutting, I will not edit, I will not cut from the actual film. I will speed it up, but not cut from it. So let's get cutting. Okay, so I've marked the waist, which are the pins at the top here. I will mark them on your side. I will keep the face side to me, so I can see what I'm doing. Mark them clearly. Now I'm going to pick up the saw in a minute once I get some courage and just go for it. So this will be the last cut until I finish cutting the pins out. Okay, let's get cutting. Right, so I've already marked the waist. I will be using a chisel just to create a little bit of a guide for the saw. I want to help myself as much as I can. And like I said, from this moment on, I may speed up the footage, but there'll be no cuts until I finish cutting the tails. Okay. I can probably tell I'm already missing my line here, so I will have a little bit of pairing with a chisel to do. Okay, my 20mm chisel seems to be a little bit big, and of course my 12mm is not perfectly sharp. So no cut, just 1 second. Just going to use my stroke quickly. Okay, this will probably be the moment where I will cut, but that's how they look. My first ever dovetails. Now let's see for the pins. Just allow me to take a quick 5-minute break to calm down. The adrenaline is rushing through my body. I don't know why. It's not a contest, but you know, it does. I'll just quickly just clean up this little bit here, which I've just spotted. So yeah, like I said, whilst I'm not taking myself seriously, hopefully, I am taking this very seriously. And it's not like I'm going to be winning the Nobel Prize for dovetails, am I? Anyway, yeah, that's how my tails look. I'll be back in a few minutes to do the pins, to mark and cut the... Okay, as I did before, I will take my tailboard, square it up to the pins, and mark a line all the way around. This is not, remember, this is not a how-to. This may well turn out to be how not to do your first dovetails. But, you know, as long as we're having fun. So, okay, before I forget, I need to cut the dovetails out. So this will be my waist. Okay, no more cutting again. Okay, before I try it, I did notice a bit of a bump on the tailboard. So I'm going to clean that out and then try. Moment of truth. Well, they fit. That's the good thing. The bad thing is that they're a bit loose. But I'm actually happy I tried at the very least. I'm going to glue it up. So this is the moment. Just pause it here. I'm actually just going to glue it up and clean it with a hand plane. Put a little bit of mineral oil on it. And then, yeah, I'll show you the end result. They're not perfect, but I'm actually quite happy, you know. Good stuff. I'll see you in a bit. I promise. They're only going to get glued and cleaned up with a hand, so I might actually just film it. I just need another minute to recover. So I'm just going to clean them up on the inside. I took them apart. I promise nothing else has been done to them. Just took them apart. I'm just going to quickly plane the insides. I'm doing this basically just for me. And you, I suppose. Okay. Now, the most offending part is right here. I don't know whether I haven't cut the tail perfectly square. I may have not followed the line, or I've not cut the pin. Although the pin looks cut to the line, so I'm assuming it's something to do with the tail. But can I cure it? Maybe with a ton of pressure from a clamp? I'm going to try that. I'm just going to pop a clamp here quickly. Just give me one. Okay. That's a little better. It's a little bit of cheating, but... Now, if this was somehow a project that I was making, like a box, a dovetail box or something, I would probably just add a bit more glue and just sand it, just to fill it. In this instance, I'm just going to leave it. I'll add the glue, wipe it in, hopefully swell up the fibers a bit. But I would like to remember this the way I've cut it. This was my first ever dovetail. And it's going to go on YouTube for the whole of 50 people to see. Anyway, right. I'll leave this to dry up for a bit. And I'm just going to clean up the outside. I'm going to hand plane it. I'm actually going to... Oh my God, I'm so vain. I'm going to sign it and just take it home. This is going to stay in my house until my wife says, throw it out in the bin. Okay, I will see you in a bit. Okay. a little bit of a cleanup on the outside using my crankshank 5.5. I will link the unboxing video for this hand plane in the pinned comment, just in case you want to see it. Yeah, let me show you something quickly, because I'm impatient. So I'm going to leave it in the clamp just a little bit longer. I'm going to plane it quickly, then reclamp it. So there's room for improvement here, but that's just me being impatient. Well, this is my first ever dovetail. I'm beyond happy. I will tell you that now. I'm beyond happy. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but am I happy? Oh my God. Wow. Let me just check the angle quickly. Yeah, we're okay. I'm just gonna flush it up quickly. Yeah, I can literally take it apart still. The glue's not dry perfectly, but it's okay. It's time to go home. I'm gonna take it home in a couple of clamps. I'm gonna apply the oil, the mineral oil, and then I'm gonna film the money shot. Now, of course, you can always skip to the end of the video. I would urge you not to. I'm beyond happy with this. But yeah, later in the edit, yeah, so this could sit a little better. There we go. I can literally just still pull it apart. So I'm just gonna clamp it, take it home, oil it a bit later, and then that will go in the final edit. Brilliant. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so Sunday evening, I'm home like a proud father. I took the clamps off to show my wife my creation. She was less than impressed. She just said it looks good. Anyway, the cat agrees, it does look good. So here comes the money shot, not him. Just gonna use a little bit of mineral oil. Just to make this look really good. Hopefully. Well, it's not going to win me any Nobel Prizes, but I think it looks great.